In this video, we're diving into Section 12, Buyer's Investigation of Property and Matters Affecting Property, one of the most important protections for buyers in the entire residential purchase agreement. This section explains the buyer's right to fully inspect the property, evaluate its condition, review any issues that may affect value or usability, and decide, within their contingency period, whether to move forward or cancel the contract. We'll break down exactly what the buyer is allowed to inspect, what requires the seller's cooperation, which inspections need written consent, and what responsibilities the buyer has when it comes to providing reports, maintaining insurance, and protecting the seller while inspections are being performed. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to guide your clients through the investigation period, avoid common pitfalls, and ensure all inspections and reports are handled properly and on time. Let's get started with Section 12, Buyer's Investigation of Property and Matters Affecting Property. Section 12A, Timing and Buyer's Right to Investigate. The investigation period is the number of days in Section 3L(3). The default on the grid is 17 days, unless you changed it. Buyer can order any reasonable inspections/studies they need to decide whether to remove the investigation contingency or cancel. Section 12B. What buyer investigations include: 1. Physical condition inspections, examples named in the contract. General home inspection. Lead-based paint/lead hazards for pre-1978 or if otherwise warranted. Wood-destroying pests/organisms, termite inspection. 1. Must be performed by a registered structural pest control company. 2. Covers main building and attached structures, may include detached structures. 3. Does not include roof coverings, upper-level shower pan water tests, or common areas in a condo. 4. Condos/CI, limited to the separate interest plus exclusive use areas, not HOA common areas. 5. Must include a pest control report with Section 1, active/evident infestation, and Section 2, conditions likely to lead to infestation. Other specific inspections of the land/improvements as needed: roof, HVAC, sewer lateral, pool/spa, mold, geotech, etc. 2. Matters affecting beyond physical condition. Zoning, permits, code compliance, square footage verification, boundaries/easements, neighborhood factors, environmental issues, school/transport lines, etc. Important exclusion: insurance availability/cost for fire or flood is not part of this investigation contingency. That's addressed under the insurance contingency in Section 8D. Use and reference the Buyer's Investigation Advisory, BIA, with clients. Section 12C. What needs seller's written consent? Buyer may not perform, without seller's prior written consent, 1. Invasive or destructive testing, e.g., cutting/stucco drilling, destructive moisture probes, except minimally invasive testing required for a pest report. 2. Inspections by government/zoning inspectors or employees, unless required by law. Get consent in writing before any destructive work. Section 12D. Access, utilities, and delivering reports. Seller must provide access for buyer's investigations and keep water, gas, electricity, and operable pilot lights on through the date possession is delivered. Seller is not obligated to remove existing personal property. Buyer's obligations: 1. By the Section 3L(3) deadline, complete investigations, satisfy themselves, and either remove the investigation contingency or cancel. 2. Provide seller copies of all inspection/investigation reports buyer obtains at no cost to seller by the earlier of Section 3L(3) or within 3 days after buyer receives each report, whichever is later. Note: reports to seller do not include appraisals, except an appraisal obtained for FHA/VA loans. Section 12E. Buyer indemnity and seller protection for entry. Buyer must: 1. Keep the property free/clear of liens from vendors they hire. 2. Indemnify and hold seller harmless from liability, damages, claims, or injuries arising out of buyer's inspections or work prior to close of escrow. 3. Carry insurance or require anyone acting for buyer to carry it, including workers' comp and appropriate liability coverage. Broker tip: if any vendor will perform work that could create lien risks, consider recording a notice of non-responsibility, CAR form and NAR. A practical 10-step process to follow. 1. Day 0. Send VIA. Open an inspection tracker with the Section 3L3 deadline. 2. Order inspections immediately. Coordinate access with listing side. 3. Confirm utilities on, water/gas/electric. 4. Get seller written consent if any testing could be destructive/invasive. 5. Attend inspections. Take photos/notes. 6. As reports arrive, forward copies to seller/listing agent within 3 days and log the delivery date. 7. If issues found, negotiate repairs/credits for your brokerage policy. 8. Decide by the Section 3L3 deadline, remove the contingency or cancel. 9. If more time is needed, negotiate an extension before the deadline. Avoid the NBP trap. 10. Document removal with the proper CAR forms, individual or all removal.